Hello there.
Hello.
How are you?
Bored.
I know. How is it like? One of my worries, I've got to say, I shouldn't say it because I've got a big mouth, but we're planning something pretty special for the comeback. Like,
Yeah.
we appreciate that. It's probably going to be a little bit of time before we can go back to the packed arenas and the 70,000, 80,000. But one thing that I've been thinking about in the last sort of 24, 48 hours is fighters. I think we got a chance for end of June, right?
What, behind closed doors?
Yeah, but it's not that far away. Do you know what I mean? Like,
what's that? We're in April now, so what, May, June, so about 10 weeks.
Something like that, 8, 9, 10 weeks. So like I was talking to AJ last night, and he was like, I really need 12 weeks from where I am because I haven't started my camp. So I'm training, but there's only so much you can do. And obviously you're at a slightly easier situation whereby we know you need a proper camp, but you are going to be in 6-round fights. So how far away, like if I turn around tomorrow and said to you, right, blimey, we got the all clear, how long do you need before you're ready to fight?
Well, I've been training
professionally, like not just you, like, do you know what I mean? Like I just get in there, you know?
I'd say probably a 5-6 week camp,
just to sparring,
to get sparring in, because I've been running every day. Like, even it's Friday. Is it Friday? Yeah, it's Friday.
I don't even know. Yeah, Friday.
This week I've clocked up like 36 miles already running. I'm doing 12 threes in the bag every day, so I'm just keeping myself fit.
How's your weight? How's your diet? Is it easy to be as disciplined on, or not? Is that a silly question?
No, because you're sitting there and you think you're bored, and you think, well, I might as well have a chocolate digestive because I'm not fighting soon. But I have been quite clever. I've been sticking to like my main meals and having like a treat probably once a day. But as of next Monday, I'm gonna stop doing that altogether, because if you're saying it may be 10 weeks, then I want to start cracking on just in case, because I want to be ready.
I've noticed that you tend to put a lot of long runs. I don't want to make this like too boring for people, but I've noticed that you've been putting a lot of long runs in, and you seem to do that quite a lot. And I saw Terry Harper the other day putting a long run. Someone else was, Ricky Burns, I think, ran a marathon, but he's a nutcase. But are you running for longer distances now, or you always put those long runs in?
No, so normally I would do 2 long runs a week, and the rest of like my runs are sprints or hill sprints. But you know what? The reason, and I'll be honest, the reason I'm doing long runs is purely for my mind.
Yeah.
Because it's hard. I live on my own, so I'm isolated on my own, and I struggle with like anxiety and stuff. So just going for like a long run, it's the best thing mentally for me, and it gets you out of the house for an hour.
I saw your couple of like cryptic comments on Instagram and stuff like that, where you've alluded to the fact that you have been struggling a bit mentally in the last couple of. Do you want to talk about? I think it's good to talk about. I mean, I think it helps.
Yeah, I just think I found it hard. I finally got a punching bag last week, which turned it all around for me. Now, like, I'm okay because I can go punch a bag. But when you're sat indoors on your own and all you can do is like 1 hour worth of running a day, it's hard. And there's only so much TV you can watch and it gets boring. I'm sick and tired of my phone now. And then you're having the same conversation every day. Oh, what are you up to? Nothing. What about you? Nothing. And you just get bored, don't you? So my problem is I like to be in camp all year long. If I could be in camp for 12 months a year, I'd love that.
You'd be happy.
I like being active, so to me it's hard.
I think for a lot of people, like, boxing has given them that discipline, that structure in their life, where it's changed their life. Like, you're a great story where we know about, what it did for you and how you changed you, like, physically, mentally, and without that, it's difficult, because that's the thing that keeps you sane, really.
It's not even just that. I know that I'm not the most talented fighter, so that's why I work twice as hard.
Well, that's a little bit harsh.
No, but I
You've only had a couple of fights.
No, but I'm not. I know I'm not. I'm not naturally talented, and I know that I haven't got that Olympic background or the 100 amateur fights background that other girls do, like Katie Taylor or Savannah Marshall. So I know that I have to work harder than them. That's why I like being in camp all the time. That's why I like to be active. That's why my fans are continuously harassing you, saying, when's your next out? Because I like to be busy.
You do that well. Yeah, you do that well. You do that well. I mean, you haven't boxed this year so far. No. And you were due to box in April. So it is a long layoff for you. I mean, the best case scenario for you is going to be June. So it's going to be, I know you boxed in December, but it's disruptive to everybody.
But do you think the likes of AJ will fight behind closed doors? Or do you need that to be with an audience?
In my opinion, that shouldn't happen. Right?
No.
So, because my personal feeling is what we've built in boxing, and boxing is all about energy. It's about the moment. It's about the visual impact for a TV show of having thousands of people screaming Sweet Caroline, national anthem. But fighters need to fight, and that goes down from 4-round fighters to unified world heavyweight champions.
Yeah, of course.
So, like speaking to AJ yesterday, sort of saying, well, in an ideal world, he'd box end of July, August, but he also needs a 12-week camp. So I've got to start my camp soon. And then it's like, well, if I'm only going to fight once this year, does it matter if I go in September, October? You know, like if he's, you can plan out your career a lot better in that kind of scenario where, okay, well, Fury and Wilder are going to box in October and I want to fight the winner. So if I box in October, I can fight the winner in February, March, April, right? But with you guys, it's like, you can't get to a situation where, for me, there's some really good fights that can be made. Behind closed doors, because we've got to provide for the fans, we've got to provide for the broadcasters, and we've got to keep the sport moving, and we've got to get you guys paid. That's what some people also don't understand. I mean, you're lucky enough that I pay very well, obviously, Shannon, and you're lucky enough you've got some sponsors as well. So you're okay till June, July, but imagine it starts going to September, October,
but you know
November.
what? I've actually lost sponsors because of this.
Right.
I've had
this is a great chance. We've got 2,400 people. If there's any companies out there looking to sponsor fighters, Shannon Courtenay is the one to sponsor. Right? Great image, great story, understands the business, understands social media, can really fight, loads of airtime coming up, TV time. This is the moment. But
good banter and all. I've got good banter.
Arguable. But if you do need a few quid, you can always phone me for an advance. You know that, don't you? Genuinely. I've said this, no, but I'm serious. Like I say, you know, at the end of the day, people can't be shy to come. We're here to help you as well. I feel like a 3-month delay is not going to be the end of the world financially for our kind of fighters, I hope. But if it is, we've got to help them out as well. Everyone's got to help everyone. But I really believe that, you know, there's certain fights, and it might be, you know, looking at our cards that have gone. Chris Congo against Luther Clay, right? These kind of fights, Fabio Wardley against Valili, Conor Benn, like these are the kind of fights that can be staged behind closed doors. Once you start getting to the bigger stuff, for me, that should be in front of a crowd. But
I agree.
But it depends. You know, like Dillian White, I spoke to him this morning. He don't really want to wait till September, October, November. So if he has to box behind closed doors, then so be it. Because you can't wait. It's a short career. You're in your prime now, and you've got to. Someone said, "Let her speak, Edward." So sorry.
Genuinely, I'd fight anywhere right now. If you said to me, Shannon, in 4 weeks' time, I'm having a show in the back of my garden.
You probably used to fight down the pub or over the car park anyway.
No.
So, no?
I don't know about girls from Essex, but that's not me. Thank you very much.
Well, you're only from Watford. It's not exactly far.
Still over an hour away, isn't it?
Yeah, not at the moment. It's about 15 minutes down the M25 at the moment.
No traffic.
Listen, we've been racing through. We haven't even talked about your career. Last question. Talk about where you're at now. Again, people probably get bored of press conferences where I'm saying women's boxing at the moment, but it is incredible what is happening. The amount of fighters that are prepared to step up and have defining fights, incredible. Like you look at it now, yourself, you've got Ellie Scottney coming through. I think she's going to be a really good talent. And then obviously at the higher level right now, Katie Taylor, Terry Harper doing fantastic things. Savannah Marshall fighting for a world title. Chantel Cameron going to fight for a world title. It's the perfect time, isn't it?
It's getting bigger and bigger now, especially because they've now put the Olympics back another year. It gives people like us the chance to even get another year ahead before the next cycle comes through for us to make a bigger name for ourselves. So like I want to start, obviously I'm not going to be fighting anytime soon, but I'd like this year, as long as obviously you and Adam and Charlie agree, I'd like to fight for maybe the Commonwealth this year. I've got my eyes set on what I want to do, and then obviously next year should be a big year for me. But as it stands right now, I just want to fight. But I'd like to, within 2 years, have the career defining and life-changing money fights as well, because that's what it's all about.
Of course. Well, listen, you have a big future. Stay focused, stay mentally strong. It won't be long. You'll be getting a phone call from me in the next 2 weeks with a fight date, all right?
Perfect.
All right, Shannon, thanks for coming on.
See you later.
Bye.